Right back, guys. I'm gonna share this on Facebook. Okay, sorry about that. I had to share it on Facebook because I usually don't share my stuff on Facebook, but I did. Well, guys, I really wanted to play the piano tonight and sing and act a fool with y'all, but baby, let me tell y'all, every third of the month, I'm helping my mom and doing things for her, and I'll be tired. Then me run around doing stuff for myself, and it is hot. And by the time when I got home today, ooh, baby, I laid down and that was it. I just woke up. I just woke up. But we're waiting on a few more people to come here. Let me get my list of people who bought tickets to my show, and I want to say thank you to everybody. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I do have a list of everybody who bought tickets to my show, and I want to personally thank everybody. So let me hit this here, set this up real quick. Okay, I got this set up. And now let me light. Ooh, I feel like cutting this up, y'all, and eating it, but I'm gonna wait. No, actually, I'm gonna cut it up before I go to bed because I love some good cantaloupe in the morning. Okay, so let me light this right quick here. Mm, makes my house smell so good because I just got to pop the popcorn, and I don't want my house to smell like popcorn. Now look, if y'all want y'all, okay, what I do with my candles? If y'all want y'all house to smell good, it's good. All the sprays and stuff are cute, but let me tell you what you need that'll last a long time. You get you some of these from Walmart. These will last longer than the little small ones. This may last pretty much all day. Does it say how long it lasts? Let's see. Doesn't say, but it lasts longer than them small, little bitty itty bitty ones. And this right here, I got this from this. It's an expensive store that I go to, but sometimes they be on sale. It's like lemongrass, and it'll light up my whole house when I like this. Okay, so we're going to talk about Sydney Starr, the transgendered individual who was arrested in Georgia. But I also want to say thank you to everybody who bought tickets, and I'm gonna say everybody's name one by one. Okay, so what's up? And I need you guys on a serious note, if you can, pray for my friend Greg. I have not heard from Greg, and that's not normal. Greg is my longest standing YouTuber. I've been following. He's been following me since day one, pretty much, and he's disappeared off the map of the earth. He's disappeared, and I don't know where he's at. I tried. I did reach out to some of his friends, but so far nobody's responded to me or whatever. And so maybe he'll pop up on my live. I don't know, but so far he has not. Okay, so Greg is a very dear friend of mine. Y'all have no idea how close we are. Never met him before, but he's like my brother. He's like somebody that I'm very, very close to. I was with Greg when he lost his sister. That really threw him back. He really put him in a rough time when he lost his sister because he lived with his sister. They lived together, and there was a sister that was his closest sister, and she passed away unexpectedly. So he's been going through a lot, and I've been worried about him. I hope he's okay. I just wish he would call me or just say, "Hey, PT, I'm okay," or because he always pops up on my live, always. So hopefully he's okay. Okay. So, hey, Paula. So I'm going to say thank you to everybody who bought tickets to my show. Please forgive me if I miss your name. Okay, you can get my glasses right here. First, I want to say thank you to Mary. She goes by the name of Sudi. Thank you to Veronica T. I don't want to say everybody's last name. Kenneth Johnson. I just said the last name. Cynthia G. Rain B. Rain's been following me a long time. Twan Twan Twywan. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Donna G. Thank you, Faith A. Thank you, Latoya H. Thank you, um, Raven G. Thank you, Angela E. Thank you, Selena. Thank you. Oh, my phone about to go dead. Tanya H. Thank you. Janet B. Thank you. Charmaine Lee, thank you. Oh, I just said the whole name. Shit. D. My cousin Desi. Brendan Ara, thank you. Damn, he bought 4 tickets. My Anthony T. Thank you. DRC. Thank you. That's my cousin. That's Desi's sister. Adrian H. Thank you. Charles M. He bought 3 tickets. Thank you. Tracy B, thank you. Damon, thank you from Atlanta. Sabrina, she bought 2 tickets. Thank you. Missouri, Ian, thank you. And Kenya McCall, thank you. There's some other people too. Yeah, there's other people too. Hopefully. So again, thank you to all of you who did support my show. It was rough in the beginning. We were supposed to be at the we was gonna originally be at the other place, but unfortunately, people wasn't buying tickets, so I had to change the venue, and that's okay. But I still was able to have a very successful turnout, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, um, I want to finish talking about this Sydney Starr situation. I know y'all hear me, and I need y'all to respond to me. If y'all don't, I'm just gonna hang up this live. Now, how many of you guys know who Sydney Starr is? How many of you guys don't know who Sydney Starr is? I'm gonna put up the Sydney's picture here in just a second. Sydney Starr is famous for allegedly, well, not allegedly, she did outed Chingy, said that Chingy was gay and he wasn't gay, and Sydney eventually, you know, and said yes, I lied on Chingy, and that's horrible. Like Chingy should sue Sydney for defamation, and maybe thank you, Gene. Maybe he did sue her. I don't know. Okay, but I will say this. Now everybody's innocent until proven guilty. Let me see if I can. Let me get my other phone. Let's see if I can read up on anything else that came up. Uh, Let me see if there's anything that changed. Well, she's the one that you had to be living up on a rock if you didn't know about the Chingy situation where the transgender person said that was in a relationship with her. Where have you been? Everybody knew about that. Okay, so let me see if there's any new allegations or anything else that came out. Maybe Sydney. maybe Sydney got out of jail. I don't know, because the allegations are, they are what they are, allegations. And I said this earlier, and I think somebody took it the wrong way. When I was 15, when I was 16, I messed around with grown men that knew better. Okay. And and they were in the wrong, not me, because they knew better. They knew I was underage. Okay. So and I will say this. Um there's a lot of people who, okay, there's a lot of people who are underage that are in relationships with older people, and then they, um, when they can't get what they want, y'all heard of many of stories where underage people get in relationships with older people, and they do it for money. And as soon as they fall out and they can't get what they want, then they turn them in. But it's still wrong. You follow what I'm saying? Because remember, like I told you, some of y'all did the same thing too when y'all were young, messing with older women and older men. Come on now, I ain't crazy. But it still does not make it right. So what I'm saying is, I can't wait till the allegations come out, because I really believe that there's more to this story than what they're saying. It doesn't make it right if he was in a relationship with Sydney or not, because he still was underage. Okay, that's what she, or Sydney, whatever you want to call Sydney, that's what Sydney made the mistake by knowing that this person is underage, and knowing that you should have been a responsible person and said no. Because baby, I was messing around with grown men when I was 15, 16 and 17. I won't say 15, but like 16 and 17. Hell, it could have been 15. Hell, I don't remember. Okay, so Sydney Starr's mom, she spoke to about the allegations, and she said, "This is not like my child, but you don't really know what your child is doing. We don't really know what really happened until it really comes out." So now, police responded to a report of an assault at the Embassy Suites at the 3400 block of International uh, Boulevard in Hateville. That's up there by Atlanta. The reality star was taken into custody at the hotel and booked in the Fulton County Jail in downtown Atlanta. And the Sydney's real name is Sydney Favors, still a girl's name, boy's name. It's listed online record as a black male, 5'6", 108 pounds. It says sexual battery against a child under 16. Now that's young. You know, I was thinking they might say maybe he was 17 and a half, whatever. But this is like young. Okay. So they said that Sydney's mom, who stated that she is shocked by the arrest, Stephanie Favors, said she can't believe Sydney would engage in sort of activity with a minor. Now, she said that Sydney was in Georgia for a show at the time of the arrest, and the accusations is completely out of character. Okay, because I seen Sydney date. Y'all remember she used to date the guy for Family Matters. They was in a whole relationship, allegedly. He was grabbing her by the butt, holding on to her, and I think they kissed and everything. She's been with Ray J. She's been with a lot of older men. Okay, so Stephanie has not spoken to Sydney since the news of arrest. Now, Hateville police confirmed that the case has been turned over to Fannie Willis, bitch. Okay, y'all know who Fannie Willis is. Okay, so anyway, moving on. I'm gonna read some of the comments here. Fulton County Jail is no joke. They're gonna get what they came there for. Yeah, it's not gonna be good. His mother is stupid if she chooses to stand by him. Well, nobody's standing by anybody. We want to know exactly what happened. I mean, these are just allegations. We need to know what happened. Okay. Um, I've been telling y'all now. This is what I want to talk about. I've been telling y'all these trends have predilection for children. That's not true. That is absolutely a lie. Everybody is different. Every trans person don't like children. Now that's a fucking lie. If that's the case, then let's throw this preacher in there who just got arrested the other day for messing around with children, sending a whole fucking preacher. He's not a trans. Here in my hometown, they have arrested over 50 to 25 to 30 men or more here in my little hometown, from school teachers, preachers, teachers. They're not trans, messing around with underage children. So that's a fucking lie. Okay. Um, um, uh, let me keep moving. I'm just looking at some of the. And see, that's what I'm trying to understand. How was a 16-year-old? Now, this is the summertime. Y'all know at 15 and 16, child, we used to run around doing all kind of stuff. I'd have been in all kind of um, hotels and motels. I remember one time when I was young, I was on the barracks, on the base, messing around with a grown man, but I was of age then. I was really young though. I had to been like 18. And so I'm just trying to figure out let me see, how old did they say he was? Okay. Um, how old did they say the guy was? Uh, under 16. So he could have been 15, 14, or 13. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out what is the child doing in the motel or the hotel with another a grown ass person. It's fucking under 16. Don't y'all think that these young dudes and these young girls be on these sites, fucking around on these sites? They be tricking and working for money and shit like that. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, again, Sydney is wrong for even messing with the child, but I wouldn't be surprised if it had something to do with money. And the boy didn't get all this money and he decided he was going to tell on him. 16 in a motel? What the fuck? Where's your parents at? It's not good, but it just irritates me when people think that all trans people are like that. That's a lie. It's a fucking lie. That's just like saying all blacks are thugs and all black people they steal and rob. It's a lie. I know some very, very, very well off, well to do, very educated with great jobs, trans women who work, they got jobs, they got in their relationships, so how dare you blame what Sydney did on everybody? That's not true. That's not true. Now, what Sydney did, if this is true, it's horrible. And this is going to ruin her career. And of course, unfortunately, it's going to be, sad for the young man. I'm going to block you because you get your ass off my live with this bullshit. You think I was going to sit here and just let you keep doing that bullshit? Anyway, y'all. Um, so here's a picture of Sydney's mugshot. So yeah, Sydney was in a whole relationship with Darius McCrary. She's been seen with Ray J. Now I don't know if I don't know. I need to check and see if Sydney has a bond, because if Sydney got a bond, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Either Ray J, depends on what's going on with these allegations. Either Ray J or Darius gonna get her out. You want to see what I tell you? Let me see if I can pull up a picture of these two. Okay, here it is right here. Now I don't think they were in a relationship. I think they were just friends. But how many straight men do this with transgender women? How many? Well, a lot of them do, but it's secretly in the closet. Mhm. I guess family does matters. Okay, so yeah, and I mean it's all over the internet with these two. Taking all kind of touchy type feeling pictures and videos and pictures and stuff like this one right here. And it could just be for clicks, likes, and views. I don't look at this one right here. What straight man is going to do this with a transgender woman? unless they could be friends. Like they could actually really be friends, and they just doing that to upset the internet. Look at this one here. How you doing? So yeah, so that is the latest on them too, and well, that the latest on Sydney Starr. I'm gonna check to see if she posted bond yet. Um, Fannie Willis, she ain't no joke. She was one that did all those Rico uh, trials and those Rico things, Rico cases and stuff. She was the one that was over all of those stuff. Let me look over here and see something if anything else popped off. So that's the latest. This is why I need to be I need to be on the radio because it's like man, it's like because it's always somebody just gonna do something and get yourself in trouble, and you're gonna be able to talk about it. Um, there's no latest. I'm sure there might be latest in the morning. Um, hmm. No, nothing so far. Nothing so far. Let me go back to TMZ, see if they posted anything else. But yeah, a lot of these grown people know better, and they still do it. And there was a preacher. I was just talking this about a preacher that was in a preacher that was in Virginia, and he just got arrested the other week, last this past week, for sending news to a kid, a young boy, a preacher, and he wasn't trans. Okay, all right, okay. So there you have it. So that's the latest, and that's the hottest thing that's popping right now. Besides, what else is going on in the world of entertainment? Oh, back on the radio, the last Wednesday, of this month, Austin, Texas. But shit, I gotta go to Atlanta before then. But yes, the last Sunday of this month. If you missed me the last time on the radio, KZI 88.7. I'll make sure you guys get the app, download the app, and you'll be able to hear me on the radio. I'm gonna talk about this real quickly, and I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm sleepy. Um, so Nicki Minaj is charging her fans, and I see why because Nicki, you have screwed up with the people, baby. They're not really doing you right now. She's charging her fans $10 a month for exclusive X content amid court battle over alleged debt. Of course she is. Nicki Minaj is doing that because Nicki Minaj. See, if y'all talk to me, I would show my face, but y'all don't talk to me. So we just gonna make this out of a podcast. Y'all would get involved with the conversation and talk back to me. I would show my face and I keep talking as long as I could and give you more content. But if y'all know how I do, if you ain't talking to me, we'll just turn it into a podcast and act like you're listening to the radio. So anyway, so Nicki Minaj again, she's charging $10 for a month for her fans. Well, she needs to because she has well, and you have a lot of these black gay men out there who are stupidly still following this woman. You so into I'm a barb in pink and all this bullshit. This woman is not on your side. She do not like you gays. Okay, she don't like y'all, and y'all still supporting her. That's because you don't know where you come from. First of all, as a black man, and then second of all, as a black gay man. Yeah, she did. She messed up her money completely, completely messed up her money, and that's the reason why she's doing what she's doing now. Okay, I guess I'll show my face again. Y'all talking again. And some people left earlier when I turned my camera off. Good. They don't need to be watching me no because they're not saying nothing. Um, yeah, I'm sure. I appreciate the love. I'm gonna go back to doing my lives tomorrow. I was too busy today. I wasn't able to do it today. I was just too tired. I was just tired. But yeah, Nicki Minaj, she messed up her money, man. So she got to do what she got to do. But I'm pissed off at the gays that are still supporting her. Like, but see, a lot of it's just like a lot of black men and women who support Trump. They just need a good they just need a good road trip to Martin Luther King Center and let their ass go in that church and let them see what black folks went through back in the 60s. So some people ain't never been through anything to know where they come from. So they just settle for anything. No, I didn't march with Martin Luther King, but I know what they went through. I saw what they went through. Why would I support Trump? I said, listen, y'all, let me tell you, I saw the funniest thing in the world today. I seen a guy with a Make America Great Again. I live in West Texas. Now, there are a lot of Trump supporters here, but there are a lot of people who don't support Trump. Right. Why would you support somebody who don't like you? They either that or they just trying to be different. Now, I do know there's a lot of people on social media who support Trump because the clicks, the likes, and the views and money. They make money off of it. But that's still dangerous, though. That's not good. You can still get clicks, likes, and views without voting for that man and supporting that man. But anyway, the funniest thing I seen today was a white guy. He had on a "Make America Great Again" and had on some Jordans. Yeah, that's true. But then I thought about it. I said, hell, I forgot Michael Jordan plays. He plays golf with Trump. Yeah, I'm built different, y'all. I gotta plug up my phone. I'm built different. I'm built completely different. I am not going to support anybody who does not support me. I'm just not gonna do it. And you listen. Um, okay, it's charging up. Listen, guys, you have white Republican Trump supporters. They call them log cabin Republicans. What the? I'm not assuming that every gay person has HIV, but do you know that they're trying to completely remove people's medication and stuff? And you're supporting this man? Like what? I was listening to something today where they was talking about back during the Nazi era where the Nazis were rounding up people like they're doing now and asking them for their IDs and arresting them. It's the same thing the Nazis did to the Jews. Let me tell you something that I heard this lady say this morning, and I never thought about it like this. I hope I can remember what she said. She said, why is it that when we talk about blacks and what we went through, it's like we don't want to hear it, get over it. But why is it okay to talk about what Jews went through and the Indians? Think about it. And what she said was true. Oh, we y'all got to get over there. We got to move on. But you're not moving on with the people, the Jews. Am I correct? Listen, people who are racist, they're racist and they know they're racist and they're not going to change. I don't care what you say. You Jesus Christ from heaven can come down and tell Trump he's going to hell, and they still will follow Trump. Right. You're right. And again, I said a million times, no Democrats are not they're not perfect. But you got three choices while you're down here on this earth. Because we have to be political. You don't have to. But when you don't be political, look what happens. Look what happens when you don't support the woman, the person who really was qualified to be in the White House. Look at all this shit we're going through. Gas prices high as hell. Folks take medicine being taken from them. You know, people losing their houses. We still ain't seen the Epstein files yet. I blame the Democrats for that. As soon as they got their ass in office, they should have went full throttle with that shit. We still ain't heard nothing about no goddamn um, Epstein files, and ain't gonna hear nothing about it. Yeah, they do. They do get you right. You ain't lying. You better not talk about no Holocaust survivors, baby. They got them a whole museum and everything. Yeah. Well, it's good to be independent, but I want to cast my vote for the majority. And to me, the independents are good, because they're independent. But hey, Raven, Raven, you wasn't on here earlier when I talked about the ticket sales, but I thanked everybody. Your name was mentioned as well, so thank you. But yeah, so people just think we could just blow it up under the bridge, and it's like, okay, a boy. And this lady, she gave this great. She was showing this video of how, well, picture of how black men were hung, and she showed the young black children that were sitting there watching it. They had no feelings, none. But if it was a dog or an animal being hung and beaten and burnt, they would be crying and everything else. They were brought up to have no feelings for black people and no type of sympathy. That's just pure evil. It's pure evil. And I don't care what nobody say about racism. It's some people that they're never going to change. You would think in this environment that we in, that dude they walked in the store today with that Trump hat on. You would think after all this shit we going through, this motherfucker still wearing these hats. Yes, because it's deeply rooted in them, and they know better, but they're not going to do better. Yeah. So which brings me to this: get your ass out and vote. Yeah, because I'm telling you right now, if they could deport black people, bitch, I'm telling you, they would do it. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're working on it, trying to do it. And if they do it and get away with it, it's our fault because we didn't get out and do none of that. They really feel like that black people don't vote, so we're gonna do what we want to do. That's how they feel. All right, I'm gonna move on. I want to talk about Kanye's daughter, North. Northwest. She had a concert, and of course, her concert ended up like mine. Yep, they would. And niggas be sitting around talking, oh, what we gonna do? Yeah, what you should have did was voted. Yeah, that's what you should have did. Anyway, Kanye West's daughter did what I did. She had put, and see, this don't make no sense. Kanye West's daughter, she should have sold out. I ain't heard her music, don't want to hear her music, but she had to cancel her concert cause right. So I'm like, well, first of all, it's like y'all rushing this girl into something. You know what I mean? Right. She needs to come. She needs to slow down, but she's not going to slow down. She probably already seen her mom and daddy's tape. I mean, her mama's tape with Ray J. She probably already seen it. I seen it for the first time today. I gagged. Somebody sent it to me. Chase. Ooh. But yeah, she just they just trying to rush her. Yeah. Yeah, she got piercings. She got everything. Yeah. 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 I just think she's too young. But let's guess what, y'all? It ain't my child. It's their child. They can do what they want. She's not even 16. How old is she? Yeah. I don't even think 14. Bitch, what? Oh my God. I didn't know she was that young. Jesus. Wow. Yeah, she's too young. 13? Y'all got to be lying. Oh, wow. All right. No, oh, okay. Next thing, Diddy's date, y'all. His release date has been moved up again. Um, I'm looking at the picture of him. He looks really bad. They say prison can't hold him down. He's supposed to be released January 24th of 2028. Shit, he got a while. Shit, what is this 26? Oh, he got a while, bitch. He got a while for that. Mm. He look like an old man now. He gonna really look old when he get out. How much you want to bet Trump gonna pardon him when Trump get out of office? How much y'all want to bet he gonna pardon him? Yeah, he gonna get pardoned. Yeah, I heard about that. Uh-huh. Wow. I'm trying to figure out how do they. I would think that they would. I would think that they would be able to because he's such a big celebrity. Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, baby. I could. PT could never go to prison because I'd be dead. That's why it keeps my nose clean, baby. But yeah. So. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought. Wait, they were friends at one time. Yeah. Yeah, they were friends at one time. Oh, how the hell did this bitch pop up on my damn shit? Yeah, they were friends at one time. I thought. Mhm. Ooh, hold on, y'all. I need this email. Give me a second. Yay! Woo! So they just gave. They told me, y'all know where I had my birthday show at. They said they're gonna give me some possible dates. Yes. All right now. Okay, bitch. Yes. I'm trying to get my car, bitch. Yeah, they were friends till they voted against him. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. It's how everybody talk about Trump. Shit. She'll be all right. Girl, you'll be all right. You'll be all right, girl. Yes, honey. Yes, y'all. Yeah, I came home, baby, when it's so hot here in Texas. Baby, when I came home, I laid down and it was over. Oh, so let me tell y'all what I'm going through again. So I paid my rent. We have these are the places you can go and pay your rent. I don't trust online. So they give us a piece of paper. Y'all know I told y'all this a million times. It's like a little piece of paper they give you. And they they, they give you, like you take it to you can go to Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, Kroger's, which we don't have, Kate Casey's. They just built three here. You can go these places and click it and then pay your rent. I went there three motherfucking times and it didn't go through. Same thing happened last month. They got to do better. I got my money, my rent money sitting right here, and I already wrote the landlord a letter. Say, hey, baby, just shit is not working. Y'all got to find. They do take not money orders, but they take what do you call them? Travelers checks. But my bank, I don't have the bank I'm with. They don't do travelers checks. So I'm like, girl, let me just give you the cash. Just give me a receipt. Shit, I miss the good old days. Here's my rent. They count it, put it in the little safe, and give you a receipt. You move on. It's not like that anymore. So, but yeah, I let her know. She'll call me in the morning. Yeah, they won't do money orders. I did a money order one time. They told me to take that bitch back, honey, and get my money back and get go. Yeah, sure did. Mhm. But anyway, ooh, I'm excited about that email I just got. Ooh, oh, I got another email. That's from the radio station. Let me see what they said. Let's see what they said. Okay, good. Okay, let me read the email from the radio station. See what he said. He said, cool. He says, okay, reserve me. Let me send the email to Miss Harris to reserve you for the 26th of this month. And let's get back. Let's get back on, my friend. Yes, I wish this dude. I mean, it is a real radio station, but I wish it was like a, where I could get paid and, whatever. This guy is really cool. Like his Jabari's really a good guy. You know, he loves PT and he really gives me an opportunity to come to his station and do gossip. And it's a real radio station. It really is. Some of y'all who just start following me, y'all make sure y'all download the app to KAZI 88.7. I'm gonna show y'all what the app looks like. And you'll be able to hear me live. Okay. And I always shout out my PT punches when I go on the show. Y'all want to shout out to all my friends on YouTube. uh, yeah. Yeah, it's sort of like hold on, let me show y'all what KZI looks like. Raven, you never heard me on the radio. Raven, I think you just started following me. You never heard me on radio, have you? Okay. Oh, you haven't? Okay, yeah, because you just started following me. Yeah, this is like my fourth or fifth appearance on there. Like I've been on there quite a few times. Yeah, I'm gonna show it to y'all. Here it is right here. It's KAZI 88.7. All you have to do is if you go to here, you can download the app. See, oh, I didn't know you could watch them on Twitch. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay, you could donate, and this is what I'm asking everybody to do: send me $5 when I go on the show, and send them $5. So you could donate to the show. It's not. It's a community radio station. It's community. It's a community. It's black radio station community. And I'm gonna tell you something. This is what I tell my followers. They don't have to let me on their show, y'all. They don't have to let me on the show. And so this is what I go like on Wednesdays. Uh, I don't see them on here. But yeah, on Wednesdays. So they don't have to let me on that show. And this is the reason why I say y'all need to when I go on that show, everybody send $5 to the show. Because they don't I'm just a dude like a regular guy. They don't have to let me on this show. This is the station right here. Just sit right here. You can listen to it if you click on it. Yeah, it's a FM. It's an FM station. Yes, and you can actually go listen to it right now. Oh, thank you. I'm kind of I'm kind of hoping this time. Sorry about that. I'm hoping this time everything works out for me because the audio didn't go over well the last time, and I'm hoping this show the audio goes over better because I use that to send to radio stations. Yeah. So yeah, but Jabari's a cool guy. He's really cool. He's really cool. And I'm going to Austin because this is my oldest brother's birthday. He don't know I'm coming. They don't know. They know I'm coming, and he don't know that he doesn't know that they're having a surprise birthday show for him, party for him. That's my older brother James. He's crazy, y'all. I'm telling y'all, he's lots of fun. He's lots of fun. He, I love both sides of my family. I really do, but that Johnson side, they wrapped their arms right around me when they met me, and in spite of me being in the LGBTQ plus community, they they love their brother Because I'm the only one look like I'm the only one besides my sister Mary that look like my daddy. And I tell people all the time, unfortunately my dad, he cheated on his wife. My mom, she was young, she didn't know, and I came out, and all of my sisters are dark, and me and my sister Mary, we the only light ones. We the only ones came out like my daddy. So when they see me, they like, yep, yeah, that's Ernest is your daddy. I got a picture. I pulled up my dad's obituary today. I got it over here. I was gonna show it to you. Uh-huh. And my older brother told me, he said, "Damn, bro." He said, "Before you came on the scene, I used to get all the attention because I was the oldest." He talking about now you get all the attention because you look like daddy. uh, I just got this piece right there. It's the other pieces. I got some other pictures of my dad. That's it right there. That's my dad. Yeah. Yeah, I have a ball when I hang out with them Johnsons, baby. We have a good time. They like to party. Ooh. Last time I stayed with my niece, she, I was laying back there asleep, honey. She knocked on my damn door. I said, "I'm asleep, Uncle. You just sleep all day, yeah? Cause I'll be up at night. Leave me alone and let me go to sleep." She said, "I'll let you sleep." But they parties all night long. My brother every year he has a big backyard party and it is packed. So when I leave Atlanta from doing that show on the 21st, I'm going straight to Austin and to my brother's party. Then I'll do the radio station. Then my brother, I be in Austin, chill. I'll probably stay with probably stay with my sister um, at her place. Save some money, okay, bitch. But I'll get a room that Tuesday, so I won't bother anybody because I got to be up real early for the radio station. That reminds me. Oh, I think I already made a hotel reservation. I think I did make my hotel reservation already. Yeah. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, and I definitely go live with my family. They're lots of fun. And my brother's second wife, she's from New Orleans, so from Louisiana. So child, you already know the food be off the chain. But I told her, I said, "Look, sister-in-law, that food is too hot. Now you need to make something for me because I can't do all that spicy ass shit." And I got a sister I never met yet, and I want to meet her, and because I was told that she has a son that's a part of the community, and they've been having some issues out of him, and I want to meet him, try to coach him along and try to help him, you know. Maybe I can, I don't know, but I just got to try to meet him. And then I have a trans niece. That's one of my sister's child's kids, and they love her. They said that matter of fact, I saw pictures of my dad and them together holding each other, and my dad. They said my dad said, "She ain't the first one." They said my dad said he was she ain't the first one in the family because they said I had a cousin. Well, I heard of not Miss Annette. Her name was was it Rita? I forgot her name, but when I first moved to Austin, I heard about this gay guy. Was like he dressed in drag, and that was my cousin. I never knew her because I didn't meet my dad and them when I first moved to Austin. I didn't know any of them. I didn't even know my. I didn't even. When I first moved to Austin, I didn't know my family. Mm-mm. I didn't know them. Oh no, no, no. When I moved to Austin, how did it work? Okay, so I was living in West Texas, and my mama called. You know how my mom ran into my daddy, y'all? She was in a store in Austin, and she ran into my father. She'd been looking for my dad. Y'all remember I tell y'all the time that boy outed me, and my mom was going to send me to my father because it was so embarrassing because of what the boy did. Well, she had been looking for my dad, right? And out of the respect of my father, my stepdad, and well, no, because they were divorced, but I think it was out of the respect of my dad's wife. My mom didn't really, reach out to him or whatever. But she had been looking for him ever since then. So I was because I was going to move to Austin. She was coming out of a dollar store, and there he was. She got me on the phone. She said, I ran into your daddy. I was excited. I cried. I said, I want to meet my dad. I want to meet him. Uh, and we all met up at a Denny's on 35 in Austin, Texas. And all the time I was in Austin, my sister lived right down the street from me. We lived on the same fucking street, and I never knew it. The same street. I When I go past that street, that's where my sister lived. And that's the one. I'm close to all of my sisters, but I love all of my sisters and brothers. Now, one of my brothers, he's not too gay friendly, but I'm okay with that because I got a whole nother set of brothers on my on my mom's side, and we all get along very well. Yes. And my other brother, or my older brother, he going through this religious phase right now, and I have to read his ass. But we all get along good, except one of my brothers. He don't even speak to my mother. So, but but I have love on both sides of my family. But the Johnsons, they're a whole nother that's a whole nother case because baby, they came to my show in Austin. They came to see me perform. And now my oldest brother, James, who's one who they having a party for, he he was a DJ. And let me tell y'all what's funny. And I've told this story before, but some of y'all probably never heard it. So there was a drag queen in San Antonio. Her name was Tootie Fanel. Tootie was the first drag queen who won on the Gong Show years ago. That had to be the 70s shit. I don't know. And Tootie left California, moved back to Texas. It became very popular because once you go on TV, everybody, you just popular. So Tootie was doing a lot of straight clubs. That's all she did. And that was back before I did drag. I was stripping and I used to strip for Cookie. I mean, strip for Tootie. She had a club called Giggles, and she was on the east side of San Antonio. She knew where all the men was, and she used to tell me, Miss PT. Well, I wasn't PT then. She'd say, Miss Eugene. She's the girl you want some trade, honey. Which one of them men you over there you want? She point out the one you want. She come here, baby. Anybody, anything, any man that I wanted. She and Miss Tootie was well respected in San Antonio. Even if they didn't like her, you didn't cross Tootie. The bitch carried her gun and her purse. She didn't play. She would work at the straight clubs, y'all. I swear to God, I was somebody who would come in my live and say, PT is not lying. She worked at the straight clubs and she would get on the mic and she would say, if you motherfuckers don't like drag queens and punks, get your bitch ass out of here. In the straight club. And she would read her and say, yeah, you're probably getting fucked by your woman. That's why you can't accept the fact that you're a punk. Baby, she had a mouth. Miss Tootie had a mouth on her. She could read. Tootie had long nails. Her nails were, you know how Lou nails, no, her nails were like this. That's how Tootie's nails were like this. They were real long. I think this one was the shortest, but these were just long, yeah. And she was well loved, and she had the hottest. Whatever straight club was in San Antonio, she had the hottest straight club in San Antonio. Talking shit on the mic, talking shit to them straight guys on the mic. And anyway, so my brother, when I first met my brother James, that's who I'm going down there to see for his birthday. He's a DJ. He's DJ for all the big people. Otis Redding, not Otis Redding, but Johnny Taylor. I mean, when I go back to Austin, I'm gonna show you all his stuff on his wall, all these BB King, all these people he worked for. And we was talking, because me and my brother, we when I first met my family, we met in Austin. Then after then, I kind of like fell off, but I was still close to my sister Emma. That's who I'm close to all of them, but Emma was who I hung out with, stayed with, and everything. So we and once when my brother's oldest brother's son died, he was gay, by the way. When he died, my brother, of course, he didn't embrace it, he didn't accept it, but of course, that's his son, But even though his son had a child who's grown now and got his own kids, um, we wasn't close, but now we're very close. And I remember my brother telling me once I got back into their lives, he was like, "Bro, don't you ever leave again. I love you, this and this and that." So, and then he was saying, "You ain't the first person I know to dress up in drag." And I said, "My good friend was Tootie Fannell." I said, "Huh?" He said, "Yeah, Tootie Fannell." I said, "What?" So my brother was a DJ. And so y'all know I did Tootie's parties, right? Most of all of her parties. That's Tootie Fannell is the one that told me when my dress fell down. She told me to go back to Austin and fix my dress to come back and learn how to sew my stuff together. But I did. I came back and she made me a regular. But my brother told me I got back into their lives, and he said, "Yeah, I used to do DJ all Tootie's parties." Huh? So you mean the time that I was performing? By then I was doing drag. So it mean the time that I was doing drag and performing, you was a DJ. One of them parties, you was a DJ. You was my brother, and I never knew you was my fucking brother. Small world. Never knew he was my brother. The whole time he was probably in there DJing that. That's my. You better be careful who you talk about, because you don't know. You don't know who your brother or your sister is. You never know. Y'all, hold on one second. Can somebody give me a 1, 2, 3? Make sure I can see the comments, because I don't know if the comments went away or not. Okay, good. Okay, I just want to make sure the comments didn't go away. Okay, all right, good. Okay, because sometimes they go away, and I don't. So I guess I've been talking so good, y'all just be listening. But yeah, so yeah, he said so all that time that my brother was a DJ for Tootie, and he DJ'd a lot of our parties. That was my fucking brother, and I never knew it. Mhm. Just like I was at my I was at my niece's house, the one who took care of my dad before he passed away, and my when I say my baby brother, he's younger than me. Well, my younger brother, he ran a school in Austin, and he had it for quite some time. And my brother, um, well, anyway, I was at her house, and we were okay. So again, my nieces, some of them have they even now I haven't met everybody in my family on the Johnson side, but we was at my niece's house, the one that took care of my dad, and she said, "Uncle," she said, "Do you have any brothers and sisters?" I said, "Yeah, I got a whole bunch of brothers and sisters." And my niece, my other niece, the ones I'm real close to, the light skinned one I'll be with, right, and the dark one, they said, "Uncle got so and so is uncle's. That's uncle's brother, David." She had she had a watermelon in her hand and she dropped it. She said, "What the fuck?" She said, "That's your brother?" I said, "Yeah, you didn't know that was my brother." Her kids been going to my brother's school, y'all, since they was little kids. She didn't even know that was my brother. Yes. She was shocked. Yep. And I called my brother. I said, I went live with my brother. I said, no, then I took him a picture. I said, "Look, bro." I sent him a picture. "Look where I'm at." He said, "What you doing over there?" I said, "That's my niece." He had no idea. He said, "Bro, he said, bro, they've been going to my school since they was little kids." Yeah. Small world. You just never know who you kin to, never know who know each other. You just don't know. Mhm. And I do have a trans niece, and she's beautiful. I had to check her about a couple of months ago. We had a family reunion, and she said, "Girl, you wasn't at the family reunion?" girl, huh? No, I'm your uncle. I'm not a girl, and I meant that. I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to be ugly. I'm just saying I'm not. I'm not a girl to you. I am your uncle. Yes, I put on wigs and makeup and stuff, but you're gonna respect me and call me uncle. Uncle, you wasn't at the family reunion, and she tried to say, "Oh, that's just what we say in the community, baby. I've been in this community way longer than you, and I'm still your uncle. I'm not your aunt and not your girl." But it's all good. It's all good. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get up off of here. I enjoy talking to y'all. I got to get back to the regular show tomorrow because I miss doing the phone calls, doing the gossip, put the wig on, cussing folks out, having a good time, and just cutting up with y'all. So I'm going to bed. Um, Prayers go out to the victims who have been sexually assaulted, raped, and sodomized, and things that happened to them that they didn't want to happen to them. Prayers for all those people out there. And a lot of times these things happen with family members, your own family members, which is sad. But we live in an evil world. This is not a hey Michael. This is not a we don't live in heaven. It's just this world is evil and these things happen. So y'all, I ain't heard from Michael since I had my party and my show in Atlanta. Everybody coming back now. Now they ain't got to buy no more tickets. Moving on. Moving on. They got bitch. I went to Walgreens tonight, bitch. They got all this Halloween shit up already. Damn. I already got the Halloween stuff up. Already. I'm ready. I'm ready for the winter. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I think I'm gonna buy me a fake fireplace for my living room. Yeah. Michael, cat, the cat got your tongue, Michael. You ain't got nothing to say. You missed my birthday party. Yeah. It ain't got nothing to do with flying. You could have bought a ticket. You could have purchased a ticket and supported my show. But I'll let you make it because you sent cash outs before. I'll let you make it this time. You're gonna fly one day when you go to heaven, if you make it. You may fly your way to hell, but you're gonna fly somewhere. Maybe it may be down instead of up. It's getting late. I'm starting to talk crazy. Uh, mm, oh, this thing smells good. Yeah, you're gonna fly one day. It might be down, but you're gonna fly. Yeah. Yeah, I done it for a while. I've been busy. Whatever, Michael. Shut up. Stop making excuses. Mm, whatever. I might come to Kansas and do a show. If I get enough people to buy tickets, I'll come to Kansas. It is something, y'all. I'm gonna say this now. I gotta go. I gotta get in contact with a young man that's traveling all over the nation right now and making lots of money because of me. If someone ever gives me a break or tell me do this and I become famous, I will never forget them. I will never forget them. Now, that young man who's traveling all over the United States now, selling out at the comedy clubs, as soon as he started that, he should have acknowledged me. He should have said, "Oh, PT, I need to bring you on my show and tell everybody what you told me when I was sitting on TikTok one night minding my business, and you said you should be a comedian." And now he's traveling all over the United States and selling out. I saw him in Atlanta. He said, "Yeah, PT, I'm gonna let you interview me. You should be calling me. I should be chasing you down." Because you wouldn't be touring and doing any of that if I hadn't said you're funny and this is what you need to be doing. You can't forget where you come from. You can't forget the people that help you get to where you at. You can't. Because God will take it from you. He'll knock you to your feet. You have to always acknowledge people that the boy is selling out, y'all. Every show. But I'm gonna hit him up. I'm gonna hit him up, and I'm interviewing him because somebody told me he said on his radio on the TV show where he lived at that I don't know what they said about how he became famous. No, PT is the reason why you became famous. Let's just keep it real. All right, I'm out. Uh, y'all be good. Take care. And anybody got anything to say before I go? No, I ain't going on Missy B's. I got to be able to sell out of tickets before I come there, baby. I got to be able to sell out of them tickets. All I got to do is sell 100 seats. Sell 100 seats. I don't use people's venues. I go online and book. I use this app and use spaces that are a lot cheaper. Yeah, yeah. They be trying to charge me $1,000. I'm like, no, bitch. I'm not gonna pay $1,000 for me to come do no step comedy and shit. All right, guys, I gotta go. Y'all have a good night. I'll check with y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow, I do plan on doing a show. I do have one place to go tomorrow, but it's not. A, I won't be out long, so because I have to do the show tomorrow. I have not done a show in a long time. Love you guys. Take care, and have a good night. Okay. If you want to email me, it's comedianpt@yahoo.com. My phone number is 972-885-8492. And what else? I think that's it. Okay, I'm out. Y'all have a good one. Bye bye. Thank you. Bye. Have a good night, y'all. Bye bye.